My child, you've been waiting. Not for fireworks or anything big, but simply for a basic reaction that lets you know you're not alone in this. I am aware of the effects that waiting has had on you. How, even when everything is calm, it can make the space seem noisier. How it might cause your mind to repeatedly return to the same locations until you lose all sense of what you're wishing for. Merely that you're sick of hoping and getting no response. I've heard you, my child. Not just the words you uttered out, but also the ones you swallowed because you were too weak to repeat them. I've heard how your heart first requested gently, then more urgently, and finally with a pain that seemed to reside in your chest. I'm holding out. Please respond to me. Sweetheart, that doesn't offend me. I'm not far away from it. I'm not seeing you struggle while I sit with my arms crossed. I am nearer than your next breath, and the tears you hastily wipe away, so no one may know how heavy they have become. And before we proceed, I want you to understand something. I've never been absent by being silent. Rejection has never occurred. It has never indicated that you are unloved, forgotten, or unworthy of a response. Priceless one, the gap between your query and my response can occasionally be the most difficult thing to maintain. Because your mind tries to fill that void. It narrates tales. It develops conclusions. It practices the worst-case scenarios as if doing so would save you from suffering. And the waiting starts to seem like punishment, like you've done something wrong, like you missed a step, and that you're being tried rather than taken care of. Come nearer to me here, my child, just by being honest, not by performance, not by effort, and not by pushing yourself to be strong. You're tired. Every day, you've been carrying this question around like a stone in your pocket. You've made an effort to be patient. You've made an effort to be optimistic. You've attempted to divert your attention. And it comes back at night. Your heart begs once more in the silence, when no one is requesting anything from you. Why have you not responded to me? You don't require sharpness. Therefore I will talk softly, beloved. You must be safe. You must believe that you can bring your entire being, your faith, your fear, and the disappointment you're trying not to acknowledge, and yet be accepted. I am holding you while you wait, so pay attention. In particular, waiting is more than just idle time. Time was not squandered. Your heart becomes sensitive there, and sensitive hearts experience everything. My child, that softness is not a sign of weakness. It is evidence that even when life has made you cautious, you still love, hope, and reach. However, I am aware that it hurts because you have been watching and waiting, wondering if anyone has noticed how long it has been. You've been attempting to read the room of your life, looking for hints, deciphering every little change, and determining if you should continue to hold out hope or give up, in order to avoid being let down once more. And I recognize the idea you haven't said aloud. What if I'm holding out hope for something that will never materialize? Look at me, my child, not at the calendar, not at the clock, nor at how other people's lives appear to go more quickly than your own. Take a look at me. I don't make fun of you. I don't lead you astray. I don't offer you hope only to see you fail. I am steady, kind, and in the moment. And it's never because I like your suffering that I put things off. Sometimes, my dear, there isn't a single sentence that answers what you're asking for. It's a procedure. It is a strengthening. In order to prevent the answer from crushing you, confusing you, or slipping through your fingers because you weren't prepared to receive it, it must be quietly rebuilt inside of you. I understand that's difficult to accept when you're already worn out. So, to put it another way, it's softer and simpler. I am concerned about what you are requesting, my child, and when you do get it, I'm concerned about what it will do to you. You are not merely awaiting an occasion. You're not only holding out for a change. You're waiting for a turning point that will make the burden feel lighter, for relief, clarity, and assurance. I'm not disregarding that wait either. I understand how difficult it is to continue trying, showing up, smiling for others, and going about your daily business, while a part of you is silently thinking, I don't know how much longer I can do this. We are thankful to be able to share God's message with you. Dear family, it takes commitment, prayer, and perseverance to do this work. The link to support this ministry can be found in both the description and the comments section below. I appreciate your participation in this trip. You don't need to act fake around me, my darling. You don't need to put your feelings into a tidy and acceptable box. Bring it if you're upset. Bring it if you're disappointed. Bring it if you're afraid of falling behind. Bring it if you feel ashamed that you still give a damn. I won't make fun of you for being a human. I created you with a deeply felt heart. Furthermore, I won't urge you to suppress your emotions in order to survive. Let's take a seat together, my child. No hurrying, no proving, and no attempting to make things right. Just being there. Because you must get this before you can get an answer. You are not the only one who is waiting. I'm in the center with you. I'm with you when you're shaky, not just when you're calm, strong, or at the finish line. When your mind is racing, I'm with you. When you're feeling numb, I'm here for you. When you're feeling too much, I'm here for you. I am also aware that the delay has had other effects. It has caused you to question your own abilities. You've been wondering if you asked the wrong question. If you're the type of person who always has to wait longer than everyone else, then you're not worthy of an answer. But pay attention, dear one. The speed at which things happen to you has never determined your value. Timing has never determined your worth. You already have unconditional love. You are the most deserved version of yourself at this moment. You finally got it together. Therefore, there won't be another version of you that I will adore more. On the days you feel bold, and on the days you feel like you're barely hanging on, I adore you in all of your confusion, exhaustion, and need. I also want to gently disentangle something, because I love you. You believe that nothing is occurring because you are waiting. However, you can't see the movement. Quiet alignments exist. There are safeguards. There are things I'm trying not to break you while you're at your weakest. Some doors you wish to enter would have cost you more than you anticipated. Some of the pathways you envisioned would have left you more empty and exhausted. I'm not only responding to your request, my child. Your life is in my hands. Desperation blurs your view, so I'm taking care of the bits you don't think about while you're in need of relief. It makes you believe that everything is preferable than this. However, I see the big picture, and I'm kind enough to guide you sensibly. Please respond to me, even if you're tired, impatient, or asking again with a shaky voice. I'm holding out. I'm responding to you now, beloved. Not with a chilly order, not with a convoluted justification, but with a firm reality. You are still being held while I am here. Let me now address the part of you that is ashamed that you require so much assurance. You were never supposed to bear your uncertainty by yourself, my child. It was never intended for you to always be comfortable with yourself. When you're running low, you were never supposed to be your own supply. I talk to you for this reason. You are not a machine, which is why I remain connected to you. You are not a list of tasks. You don't have a productivity score. You have a kind heart. Additionally, the waiting makes you feel nostalgic. Locations where you were disregarded. Locations where promises were made to you but were later broken. Locations where you learned to anticipate disappointment in order to act as though it didn't hurt. My child, I am familiar with such locations. I am aware of what you do when you are unsure, how you make an effort to be simple to love, accept, and approve of, how you edit yourself, how you reduce your requirements. I'm all right. However, you're not okay. Not in the manner you've been acting. Additionally, you don't need to act fake with me. Let the waiting be truthful. Let it show you what you truly need in order to be acknowledged, comforted, directed, and assured that you are not forgotten. Now, my darling, allow me to remind you. You are visible to me. I observe how you persevere even in the face of hopelessness. I observe how you continue to love despite being wounded. I observe how you persist in trying, even when it seems like nothing will change. and I don't mind that persistence. Your perseverance, not your performance, is what makes me proud of you. Not for your ability to conceal your suffering, but rather for your continued pursuit of brightness, even if your hands tremble. This is crucial, so pay close attention to what I have to say, my love. We're not ignoring you. Sometimes the answer you're looking for is yes, now, or here. However, because timing is a component of love, I occasionally respond with a soft, not yet. I am aware that it can be intolerable, because you don't get the relief you need quite yet. You are left in the middle. You feel most vulnerable in the middle because you have no control over it. It cannot be forced. It's unpredictable. I am steady in the middle, though, my child. I am not in a hurry. I'm not perplexed. I have no doubts. You can also rely on such stability. You can gradually allow my calm to become your calm. Not by suppressing your emotions, but by allowing yourself to relax, without having to figure out everything tonight. To be safe right now, you don't need to solve every problem in your life. To be loved right now, you don't need to know how things will turn out. To know, you don't need to hear the entire response. My initial response is always presence, which is why I am speaking. Furthermore, presence is significant. Your heart has been yearning for the basis of presence. I want to show you a single basic image now. Thus, your weary mind has a soft place to land. Consider yourself standing in front of a door. It's a straightforward, peaceful, and genuine doorway rather than a spectacular one. You've been knocking for a while now, and you've begun to wonder if anyone is answering. I am, my child. Additionally, I occasionally steady the door by placing my palm on the other side before opening it wide, because a new season begins as soon as it opens. And I want it to enter with clarity rather than uncertainty, calm rather than chaos, and strength rather than panic. Therefore, don't interpret the delay as desertion. Interpret it as care. Interpret it as steadfastness. Interpret it to mean that even though I can't see it, I'm being protected, prepared, and guided. You have been seeking an answer, my dear. I'll respond to the more profound query beneath it. In the waiting, am I still loved? Yes, more than you realize, my child. Am I still trapped in the quiet? Yes, dear one, entirely. Have I been overlooked? No, not even for a second. And one more question, the most painful one. Did I make a mistake? No, my kid. Your life is not a penalty. You are not inferior because of your tardiness. You live in a world where many pieces are moving, and I am kind enough to weave them without hurting you. But sometimes, things take time. I can't do this much longer. Your heart may be telling you. I want you to hear what I have to say, steady and gentle. It's not necessary for you to work alone. I'll do it with you. Take each day as it comes, one breath at a time, one sincere moment at a time. And if you only have a whisper today, let that be sufficient. If all you can say is, please just answer me. I'm not going to grade you. Your remarks are not being measured by me. I won't wait for you to be flawless before answering. I'm here already. I wish to calm your concern that you will be engulfed by waiting, my darling. It won't. Your narrative doesn't end here. It's a chapter. Yes, it was challenging and stretching, but it wasn't the last page, and I'll offer you what you really need while you're here. It's a peaceful strength that sinks into your bones rather than a frenetic rush or a forced assurance. A power that declares, I can breathe again. A power that declares, I don't have to panic. A power that declares, I am loved even here. When your heart begins to bargain, your mind begins to race, and you feel the impulse to spiral, dear, return to something basic. You have my support. It's safe for you to inhale again. You can put your shoulders to rest. It's safe for you to relax your jaw. You can quit condemning yourself for not knowing everything. I know you've been resilient for a very long time, my child. I also understand that you're sick of having to keep everything together all the time. Now allow me to hold you. Softness does not equate to danger. Rather, it makes you softer rather than smaller. Softness is okay. It's okay to cry. It's acceptable to need comfort. Tenderness is not something you have to earn. You were destined for it. This is a lovely and sincere section, so pay attention, dear one. You can sense my presence, even if you haven't yet seen the solution. Furthermore, being close to you is not a consolation prize. It is the level surface beneath your feet. When the night seems to go on forever, it's the warmth of the fire. You can rest, the gentle voice says. I'm here and I'm not leaving, not when you're at ease, not when you're nervous, nor when you have hope, not when you're feeling let down. I'm waiting here, and I'll be here when the door opens, when it becomes clear, and when your heart finally lets out a sigh and says, "Oh, this is what you were doing." For now, though, my kid, I want to end this time peacefully, without pressure or noise, just like a loving father would. So take calm breaths with me. Raise your chest. Let it drop. Your hands should be uncurled. Let go of the desire to find a solution tonight, and accept this in silence, as though it were being softly placed in your heart. I'm with you, beloved. You are not forgotten, my darling. You are not the only one who is waiting. I am present. Remain near. Breathe and relax in my steady presence, even if it's just for a little while. Amen.